welcome to this week's Why. Now, this week we are talking about why we have so much trouble getting to sleep. Now, the modern lifestyle is a lot to blame for that, and all these gadgets and things that we invent and all that sort of thing. But I want to run through a couple of tips that you can work through that will help with you getting to sleep and staying asleep in the evening. So, number one, a schedule. Now, our bodies work best on schedules. It's called a circadian rhythm, and we naturally wake up and fall asleep at roughly the same time, and actually it's not a 24-hour clock. So with a schedule we also need to have light. So the best thing to do to keep to your schedule is to not be under bright light later on in the evening, and to get into bright light, sunlight, that sort of thing when you get up in the morning. That wakes up your circadian rhythm and tells it that you're about to go to sleep. So all of these little phone screen things late at night, you know, bright lights onto your eyes, is not helping. I actually have mine set to nighttime mode from about 7 or 8 o'clock, which puts it to a sort of like a funny yellow hue. But I mean, I don't tend to use my phone an awful lot in the evening, to be honest. So yes, just beware of that. Number two, relaxing rituals. Now, it's no good dashing in from the gym, drinking a cup of coffee, and then expecting yourself to be able to get to sleep. You need to have some sort of relaxing ritual in the evening. Now, for me, mine is a cup of green tea later on in the evening, and maybe read a book. But you know, you can do whatever works for you. So you need, number two, a relaxing ritual. Number three, avoid naps, especially during the day. If you have trouble sleeping at night, avoid naps during the day, because that's not going to help. Number four, exercise. Now, believe it or not, the more you exercise, the better you'll find sleep is that you can sleep. So definitely exercise during the day, but obviously not late at night. Like I said, you're not expecting to go go out to an exercise class, come straight in, drink a cup of coffee, and being able to go to sleep. So exercise during the day at some stage will help with your sleep patterns. Evaluate your room. Now, I personally have never had a TV in the bedroom ever in my life, except for when I was a child. So just look at what is actually in your bedroom. So, for example, the lighting. Now, when we moved into our current house, I made blackout curtains for the bedroom because too much light was getting through our long window on one side. Distractions, like I said, electronic distractions of some type. What have you got in the room that you could get rid of? The height of your pillow, because the angle of your neck, that'll affect your sleep, and it'll also affect whether you are a snorer or not. So too high a pillow is usually the biggest mistake. And the temperature. The temperature for ideally for a bedroom has got to be cool, on the cool side, sort of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So just be careful that your room is not too warm. And here, last two, avoid alcohol and avoid cigarettes, especially late in the evening, and avoid big heavy meals later on in the evening. Now, much contrary to popular belief, alcohol actually prevents you from sleeping well rather than helps you from sleeping. So yes, you might find you go to sleep faster, but you'll wake up more often if you've had a lot of alcohol. So just be wary of that. And wind down. Like I said right at the start, mine is green tea in a book. Wind down before you go to sleep, because otherwise you'll be lying there awake for ages. And if you are, get up, do something relaxing until you feel tired, and then go back to sleep again. Don't just lie there wide awake in your bed in the evening trying to sleep, because that'll just make it worse. So let me recap. Number one, you need a schedule. Number two, relaxing rituals. Number three, avoid naps during the day if you struggle to sleep. Number four, regular exercise. Number five, evaluate the room. Number six, avoid alcohol, cigarettes, and heavy meals in the evening. Number seven, wind down. Hopefully that has been of some help to you, and I hope you have a lovely weekend of relaxing sleep. Cheerio. And what is coming next week? Next week is how to start exercising when you've got no time. No time is usually the biggest excuse that we get for reasons why people don't do regular exercise. Especially coming into the silly season, December, Christmas coming up, far too busy for exercise. So watch out for that next week, how to get started in exercise if you've got no time spare. Cheerio.